puppy is Ziggy. He came in with his brother. He's real rambunctious. He's real crazy, always getting into something. He's, you know, a great dog. He just has a lot of energy. And, you know, that's my buddy. No matter how bad my situation is or how bad I think it is, you know, it's not as bad as these dogs, because a lot of them were really about to be euthanized, and you know, they've come here and it's really their second chance. So and it's just been a way for me to kind of escape from myself and really just, you know, do something more than just sit in jail, and, you know, kind of try to give back to the community. I mean, I've definitely just learned to be more responsible and to think about what I do before I do it. You know, it's so easy to get caught up in, you know, everyday life, thinking that nothing's ever going to happen to you, but, you know, you don't know how close you are to something tragic happening. This was a big wake-up call for me. I mean, you know, I never want to be out of control again, and it was, you know, a huge wake-up call.
Atlas, up, come, sit, good boy, down, Atlas, down, relax, stay, good boy. Okay, this is Atlas, and he's from 5 to 6 months old, and he came in with his legs broken in 2 places, and but even through all that, with his leg being broke, he was, you know, he never did get really irritated. He would always have been real friendly. And actually, he was a great dog, you know, and he's very playful. I thought a pit bull was real aggressive, but after meeting Atlas, it's a whole, I didn't even really know they could be this friendly.
Yeah, pit bulls get a bad rap.
Yeah.
They really
and
do.
I think it all depends on how they was trained, you know. The program has helped me for us being patient, you know, especially with us when I first came, when Atlas first came in, it taught me to, you know, to be, you know, I had to be real patient with him because Fuzz really wanted to play and stuff. It helped me to be able to, you know, to discipline myself, to do what I had to do to keep him, to keep him under control, keep him from playing and stuff. And it could kind of get on your nerves sometimes. You be wanting him to play, but you have to discipline yourself. You got to do what's best for him. And for us, it helped me, to make decisions like that. I have to do what's best, whatever the circumstances may be, for the overall to come out right. It's just basically just bonding to them and learning about them, because it's things I have learned about dogs that I didn't know, with me standing in the room with them, that I didn't know before I came here. Just their reactions, even the dreaming part. I didn't really think dogs dreamed, and it's just amazing that when they be dreaming and how their body be reacting to whatever's going on in the dream. I have even heard them bark in the dream. But I didn't think dogs dream like humans. And you're doing something positive all day, you know. And it just helped the day go by, you know, for spending your time with the dog and what you're doing for yourself personally, like reading or whatever. It just helped your day go by a whole lot better. Sometimes my secondary would ask him, you know, can he stay in the room with him? Even, you know, I'd be doubting, I really don't be wanting to go, but, you know, I will let him spend some time with him. But, you know, it's just how you bond to them. And when they not there, you miss them, you know, you really do. They have taught me a lot about compassion, you know, for dealing with the dog. You know, if you show them love, it just, and I'm sure it worked the same way on humans, you know what I'm saying? And to show you compassion toward the dog, and he reacts a whole lot differently if you would be mean to him, and I'm sure it would work the same way on human beings, you know? And I found a whole lot of fault.
This program helps the dogs, and it definitely helps me, I know that much. And I do think that the program should be in other jails because it gives inmates something to do that's positive for the community. It can help give them something to do when they get out. They got training in a certain area they could always fall back on instead of falling back on what they were doing to get arrested in the first place. I mean, you take a dog who's in an abusive home, just like if you were to take a kid from an abusive home, they're kind of the same. They're a little skittish and little. It takes a lot of patience to get them to trust you. I've noticed if a dog don't trust you, the dog's not going to do anything for you. So you really got to work with the dogs to get them to trust you. Okay. We do some tricks, buddy. Here, give me a kiss. Good boy. Scooter, beg. Sit. Beg. Come here. Stick him up. Good boy. Down. Relax. Roll over. Come on, roll over. Roll over. Roll over. Good boy.
Awesome.
Up. High five. Good boy. Other paw. Good boy.
Nice. Thanks.
Having the dogs helps me out a lot because I get depressed sometimes thinking about my family and what's going on at home and everything. And I look at the dog and the dog comes up to me, licks my face or something, and just puts a smile on my face.
We take dogs from the animal shelter that are abused, neglected, turned in from owners who just can't handle them, and we train them and get them adopted out. And when they leave the program, they're housebroken, they're crate trained, they know all their commands. A lot of these dogs wouldn't get a second chance. Prada, for instance, she was pretty far out there when we got her. But it helps the inmates too. I see a lot of the dogs in here that are purebreds that, people get rid of for no reason. They pay a lot of money for them and they still don't keep them. And for as many dogs as we're saving, they're still putting, 5,000 to 7,000 down just in Gwinnett County every year. So I think it changed me in that way more than anything, and just to realize how mean some people are to dogs. You breed them and you think they're going to a good home, and you don't know. It's a lot calmer in this dorm versus the normal dorms. There's not as much stress on me. The dogs. And when you're stressed, and even though we're in this pod, we're still locked down 16 hours a day. And when you're stressed and frustrated, but you can get in there and you just kind of pet the dog, and you can tell the dog whatever you want, and they won't tell anybody else. And she knows me too. When I'm in a bad mood, she'll come up and she'll nudge my arm and try and, she tries to comfort me. She does the best she can, but.
You've rescued my heart and soul. You've wiped my tears and held me close. You've made me whole. When I was lost, you found a way to bring me home. And now I know there's people in the world that care. Because you're here, you've rescued my heart and soul. You've been here for the moments when I couldn't stand. When I was down, you reached for me, you gave your hand. And now I'm found, you've rescued my heart and soul. You've laid down your love for me. I see it in your eyes, the way you wait for me. You hug me close and make me feel that I am free. Oh, you've laid down your love for me. You trusted the wrong in me. You worked so hard on things that I could never see. You made me see how much you really fought for me. Hey, hey, now look at me. You rescued my heart and soul. You've wiped my tears and held me close. You've made me whole. When I was lost, you found a way to bring me home. Oh, you saved my soul. You've rescued my heart and soul. You've wiped my tears and held me close. You've made me whole. When I was lost, you found a way to bring me home.
In this dorm right here, we more looked at as individuals, and we have responsibilities in this dorm, and which all of us take pride in responsibility for our dogs. So plus it gives you a sense of, yeah, there you go. Plus, it helps the time to go by knowing that we're doing it with one of the little guys with us. And it really warms our heart to see him get adopted out. That's the plus about this jail. You stop thinking about going home yourself. You're more thinking about trying to get the dogs into a family and get them gone. And then it helps your time more, especially when you get a certificate showing that you didn't train and the dog then got adopted, and people coming to look. We get happy when people come and look at our dogs.
Yeah.
And sort of like a contest to see which one of us to get the dog out the door the fastest. Because each one we get out the door, we save one that comes over. I hope our love rubs off on the people that see the videos and might want to come down and look into adoption. That's so important to us, because if we get them adopted, we save another dog that might get put down, which is another life being saved. Their life is just as important as ours, and hopefully this little guy can get somewhere.
He will.
I hate to see him leave, but I love to see him go.